Okay. So I'm just going to kick it off real quick. I'm sure other people might jump on. Just real quick before we get started, for my team, I just want to shout out Kaylin, who's on the call, Shelby, who's on the call, and Sydney, who's not on the call. They all helped people get started with BOD this week. So really, really proud of you guys. Yay. And excited. And yeah, it's something that, you know, I think all of us as a team are trying to do like more of just, you know, obviously leading with the challenge pack, but also just letting them know that Beachbody on Demand is a great option for them to get started on its own too. So good job, ladies. But anyways, I want to jump into the call because me and Jessica are both talkers and we want to keep it, you know, within an hour. Excuse me. But we are talking about how we have teamed up as success partners and how that has really helped us with our business, with our just like energy, how we've been, you know, it's just made it more fun for both of us as well. And we really want to encourage everyone tonight as we share how it's helped us, as well as tips for you guys to find your success partner, to find your success partner and to go for that and try it out because it's a game changer. So I'm going to just do a quick bio because a lot of you already know me on this call. And then Jessica, I really want her to tell her story so you guys get to know her first. And then we'll talk about how we became success partners, what we've been doing the past 6 months or so as success partners, like what that looks like, and then also tell you tips on how to find yours. So myself, I am a wife. I have been doing Beachbody coaching for almost 6 years. I just quit my corporate job in January to do this full time. So it's only been exactly 6 months that I've been doing this full time, which is crazy. It's gone by really fast. I'm trying to think what else. I feel like most of you know me, but yeah, I love what I do as a coach. I love sharing everything about coaching and my life on social media. I'm really big into mental health. I'm trying to think what else. I don't know. But I'm going to hand it over. I don't know. Is there anything else I need to say? I don't know. Oh, I'm a diamond coach. My team is Faithfully Fit Empire. This is our team call that we have every Monday night. And yeah, Jessica's amazing. And I'm so excited for you guys to learn more about how our partnership has been going. So with that, Jessica, give them your background.
Well, hi guys. I know a few of you guys on here, but pretty much I have been coaching now for 4 years, just made 4 years, insane. For me, it was definitely a slower start. I was all in it, obviously in challenge groups and everything. That was really working on myself. I am a mom of 2, so my schedule is crazy and insane. And when I actually started, my daughter was almost a year, so she was little. But I was just stuck in just a place, and I knew I needed change. And Beachbody really just opened that avenue for myself. Me and Megan's story is so similar. You know, it's just when you, as a mom, you know, lose yourself in the everyday. I was originally a stay-at-home mom, but I just felt I needed something. I was missing something. I knew my kids were going to get older, and I've always worked, so I knew I wanted something for myself. And working on myself has really been a game changer because it's just led me here. So I never knew what this was going to do for me. Obviously, Vanessa on here, she is my coach. And, you know, it's just been one of the biggest blessings ever to be able to connect with these women, make friends with these women, women that you don't even know. Vanessa and I, we had like, I don't know how many mutual friends, but never knew each other, ever. And somehow we got together, and that's my papa. So that's my girl. So I'm here because I'm passionate about having other moms know their truth, know their worth, know what they are capable of. And I always say that Beachbody, one thing that Beachbody's done for me, it has helped me dream big. I never really dreamt big out side of this. And coming into this, it's just opened like a whole new world of possibilities. So yeah, that's kind of a little nutshell of myself. So yeah.
Yeah, that was perfect. Yeah, and so I want to talk about how me and Jessica first met. So she kind of already touched on how you meet so many people through this business that you would have never met otherwise. And I think that's one of the best parts about it. So Jessica and I are not on the same team. However, a lot of you know Katerina, who is my like pseudo upline. She like adopted me. She's my upline. She's my coach's coach. Well, Vanessa is one of Kat's coaches. So we're technically all a part of Team Movement, Katerina's team. So that is really cool. But we would have never met otherwise because of that. So the first summit, was this your first summit too, Jessica? 2016?
Was that our first summit? I think it was my second.
Okay, was it your second? So it was my first that I went to in 2016. It was in Nashville. And
Yes, it was my second.
I only knew Kat, like barely knew Kat, like barely. We only spoke on social media. I think we met once. But I was like, I'm going to this. And I was just a hobby coach, you guys. I wasn't even an Emerald. I was a discount coach. But I was like, I'm going to this. And I roomed with Kat, not barely knowing her. And we basically got what, like, I went with her to everything. I was like her little, like, I felt like a little puppy dog, just like following her around. And if someone's not muted, can you mute yourself? Yeah. I don't know how to mute everyone on the
I know.
iPad. So anyway, sorry. So I was like following Kat to everything because I didn't know anybody. And that's when I met Jessica, because she was there with Vanessa, her coach. And we just like all met up, and it was just like crazy because we started talking. And we literally immediately clicked. Like, you just know, you guys have been there when you've met somebody and it's like you feel like you just get each other and you just feel connected to them right away and you really just hit it off. And it's crazy because, like, I don't even know, I think we're like almost at least 10 years apart in age. I don't have kids. She already had her 2 kids. Like, totally different. I wasn't married yet. I was engaged, I believe.
Yes.
Yes, I was engaged. Like, trying to remember. So like she'd already been married for a while. Like, it's just like completely different paths, but we just hit it off so quickly and connected.
Yeah. Even when we were talking, it was just something that, you know, we both had common interests. We both were just kind of along in the same path because I was there. I was an Emerald coach. But I was just slowly doing it. Like, it was just kind of a slow thing. And, you know, for me, I always knew summit was a huge thing, and every summit was so different for me, even though I wasn't in, you know, the place I wanted to be. There was growth always within a summit. And I can stand with that to know that, like, every time I've gone, it's just been something different that I've gotten from it. And that's just been, you know, and I think this last summit, we both were like, I think that's just kind of how it even came more together, because we were on a mission. Like, we were like, this is it. Like, we're done. Yeah. We're going for it. We were just like balls to the wall. Like, we're ready. We're going for it.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, I love that because so when we first met, we clicked and we became friends. But we didn't like start working together at all in 2016. I feel like we were still like working on some things and like we just weren't there in the business yet. And then 2017, I actually wasn't able to go to Summit. So we didn't really reconnect in person until this past Summit. So June of 2018. And so that was, hang on one second. I'm like trying to see I can't mute anybody. Anyways, so we reconnected at this past year's summit. And that's when we both were like, okay, we need to do this. We're going diamond. Like, why we're not going to, you know, delay this anymore. And we both kind of were like, what are your goals? What are your goals? And we realized we're really aligned at that moment. We were like done with the excuses. We wanted to go for diamond and become leaders and really run together. And that's when we were like, let's start working more closely together.
Yeah. And honestly, I will tell you, I'm going to touch base. I know we're going to kind of like split this up, and I'm going to kind of talk about like what we have done as success partners and what we do on a regular basis. So maybe this is just so you guys get a better understanding of what it looks like to, do something with a success partner. One thing I will say is no matter what, success partner or not, you're never in this journey alone. You have a team, you have support, you have a group of women that are all trying to do this and learn together, because guys, none of us really know what it is we're doing. And my motto, and I keep on repeat to myself on a daily, is saying, just do it messy. Whether I know what I'm doing or not, I just do it. And I'm going to learn from that if it's not the right way. Like, it's just going in and doing it. So, and I think we were both in that same place of just going for it and learning, because if it is a mistake, that's how you are going to learn and figure it out. So for us, things that we do as success partners are Zoom calls. We connect with each other weekly. I mean, probably talk daily. And, it's just giving each other that push, kind of like, okay, what's your week looking like? What are you trying to focus on? What's your goal for this week? And just kind of pushing each other to do it. Because let's be honest, I think this is just, think about your fitness journey. When you're on a journey by yourself, when you're trying to do a program by yourself, and no one's there holding you accountable to do it, and you don't show up, who knows, right? No one knows that you don't show up. This is perfect with a success partner. If you're not showing up in your business and you're not doing your daily activities and doing what you guys saying, okay, this is what we're doing, this is what we're trying to achieve. If you're not showing up for that, like, okay, like, what's happening here? Like, someone's going to get called out. And it is that accountability to keep pushing you to keep doing it. And that is huge. When I tell you huge, think about your fitness journey in the same way of your coaching journey and tying those together, because they kind of really equal out on what you're trying to accomplish. Or check-ins daily. If we are, what our numbers are, what we're doing. If we kind of probably didn't have the best day, we still check in and let each other know that it was just like one of those days, because we are going to all have them. It is not going to be perfect all the time. There are going to be struggles. It's called life. And stuff happens. But it's also holding accountable and just being honest with it. Because if you're not being honest, if you're lying and not being honest, the only person you're hurting is yourself. And then you, in the long run, are like, oh my God, why didn't I get this done? Why didn't I do that? So just showing up and doing it is huge. And, checking in with each other. Another thing are like running push groups. Like right now we started doing with new coaches a push group for our new mentorship, and putting them together. Everyone's starting on this journey now with new fresh coaches, and we just want to build that together. So hopefully within that, maybe they find their success partner, someone that they can work together, someone that can push them to maybe go a little further than they think that they can. So doing groups like that together, showing support, showing encouragement. You guys, we get stuck in our head. It's so easy to get stuck in a space there. And I want to say one thing with this is, whether it's the ups and the downs, you're going to have things that you're cheering about and so excited about, and then you're going to have times when you're crying and you're like, what just happened? And those moments are, it's great to have that, to just release that. And especially when someone's trying to achieve those same things, they better understand that, because they're on that page with you. So another thing is bouncing off ideas. If something comes in our head about maybe like a group or doing something, we can vibe off of each other. And we really, our energies together, like when we start talking and just our tuckers, when we do start talking, we grab from that and we just start bouncing off ideas. And that's the beauty of this, again, guys, is not doing things by yourself, making it fun, because it should be fun. This should not feel like, I got to do this. If it's feeling like that, then something needs to be changed around for you, or you doing something different, because this should be fun. This is something that is helping people change their lives. It's helped you change your life. And it's really just kind of always stepping back and thinking how it's helped you, and really kind of take it back from that step. Another thing, again, is just pushing past fears. And especially when you are in your head and you're having those disbeliefs or uncertainty of yourself, you know, those certain little comments or things that are said just kind of lift you up, and you're like, okay, I need to hear that. Now go, you know, have your moment, sit in it for like a hot second. Okay. Cause I had, you know, there's times where I have to sit in it for a second, but then I have to move past it, release it. And then she's like, okay, she says it. I'm like, okay, that's what I needed. Let's go. Like I move forward.
We give each other pep talks. like
yeah.
On the days that I need it, Jessica gives me a pep talk, and on the days she needs it, I give her a pep talk. And I swear that helps me get out of a funk so quick. Whereas before it might take me a few days, to be honest. So it helps that and you know, it's funny because we usually have our bad days at different times. Like it's not usually the same day. So we really have that way to like pump each other up, cheer each other up when we need it, and balance each other out that way, you know?
Yeah, I agree. 100%. And again, it's us getting in our own head. And when you are really kind of doing this by yourself or feel like you're by yourself, it's harder to get out of that space and move forward. Like it might take you, not to say that you wouldn't get out of it, but it takes a lot longer to get out of it if maybe you aren't, you know. And don't forget too, having your team and having that support too. It's like we're like a big circle of just support. So it's not just, you know, one or two people. It's a big unit that is always cheering each other on. So, which I love about that. So that's kind of the things that we've been doing together, daily, weekly, just, you know, checking in and just kind of putting that out there for each other to hold us accountable for it. So, and that's been really helping a lot.
Yeah, it's been such a game changer. And we did a little bit of that last year after Summit, especially. And then, you know, the holidays kind of got crazy, all that stuff. But then when the new year hit, we were like, all right, let's just start doing this all the time. Like, let's just make this like a weekly thing, which turned into daily. We pretty much talk every single day, at least Monday through Friday. So, and we're always sending voice memos to each other and whatnot. That's been really big for us. So yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think we would both be where we're at in our business if it wasn't for having each other. Like, it just helps you. When Jessica tells me she's already at Success Club 6, I'm like, oh crap, let me do a live action hour right now and get my ish done, because I am slacking. And I'm not comparing myself to her, but she's making me level up. You know, and it's the same with like, and it's just fun too, to be like, just signed a new coach today, and to tell her, like, I tell her first thing, and like, you know what I mean? It's just it's very great. Like, it's such a great thing to have that one-on-one person that you can go to celebrate things, that you can go to vent to for only a little bit. We don't vent for very long. We get over it. But you know what I mean? Like, you just need that. Like, think of it like it's like, why do you have a best friend? Why do you have a significant other? Like, it's the same thing. So why wouldn't you have a business partner that's going to help you succeed too? So I want to give you guys some tips. And of course, if you have any questions, like, put them in the chat. And I think we'll definitely have time to go over any too. But I want to give you guys some tips on how to find your success partner, because I really think this is such a game changer that is so underutilized. And one thing I do want to say too is, you might not know, but most of the top coaches and very successful coaches have success partners. It is a big thing that I don't think is talked about enough, but it's you know, most of them do. So, and again, they don't have to be like on the same team. So that's what I'm going to tell you guys. So first, put it out there that you are looking for a success partner. Put that out there on like your affirmations, put that out there on like the team pages, put that out there just so people know that you are looking to have somebody partner with you and run with you. You might not get a response right away, but don't let that like stop you. Definitely keep like being open to meeting new people. So if you are going to Summit, you better open up your mind to meet any and all coaches, regardless of what team they're on, because you will possibly and most definitely meet your success partner. Like, even if Jessica wasn't a part of the same downline as me, we would have hit it off and become success partners. So it's not, you know, it doesn't matter. You meet coaches of all teams at Summit. Also, we have our super weekend events. Those are every 3 months. You might meet somebody there. Be open to going by yourself. If you don't know anyone, that's a perfect way to meet new people. If you know a few people, but you sit next to, like, you're on the end and you end up sitting next to another coach from another team, talk to them, get to know them. You just have no idea. So always be open to meeting other coaches. Also, you want to, like, if there is someone that is on the team or that you see in team pages, or if you see in if you're in our new coach mentorship right now and you're really connecting and vibing with somebody who's in there, like you keep seeing what they're saying and you are like the same, or you feel like you're similar, contact them directly, send them a message and see if they would be willing to like partner up with you, because I guarantee you that will, one, make their day, and two, they probably are thinking the same thing. So don't be afraid to reach out to any and all people directly and ask them if they would be interested in being your success partner and partnering up. And again, like I said, it doesn't have to be on the same team. This could be someone on social media that you've connected with that's a coach, and that you guys seem to be at this, you're both new, or you're both like maybe going for the same goals and you've talked to them. Like, you could totally connect with someone on Instagram that's a coach and become success partners. There's no rules to this. Like, it's very like, it's how you want to make it and what you want to do with it. I think too, you want to make sure that you're working towards similar goals. So they don't have to be exactly the same. Like, me and Jessica might not go for all the same goals, but we both said we wanted to go to Diamond and beyond. We said we both wanted to become leaders. We both wanted to be Success Club All-Stars and Legends. We both want to shoot for like new leadership conference. We both talked about going to a business conference together, possibly the Rachel Hollis business conference she just announced today. So I think it'll be amazing. Yeah, love her. So like, we both had very similar goals. Maybe not exactly alike, but similar, where you guys are both going to be working towards the same thing. Like, it wouldn't make sense if someone wanted to go for 15-star Diamond, the top rank in the company, and the other person literally was like, I just want to make a couple bucks and that's it. I just want to do it for fun. That wouldn't work. That wouldn't work at all. So you do want to like talk with them and get to know what their goals are, their short-term and long-term goals, to make sure they're similar, so that you can be working together for the same thing. Also, you do want to make sure that like their vibe is the same, their morals are similar. Something that me and Jessica have, a few things that we've really connected with and that's helped us be successful success partners, is that we are very faith-based. We are super into personal development. It is like our favorite thing. We are also very into our workout programs and super into starting and finishing them and being consistent with them. So it's like, so much of our daily habits are the same, and that's why it works as well. So if you have somebody that literally, like, you love all those things I just mentioned, and there's somebody who like literally hates personal development, I don't know if that would work, to be honest. Yeah. Because we send each other quotes, you know what I mean? Like, it's something that we both need. And that's why it works too, that we can like help each other with that and share with those takeaways with each other and stuff. So you do want to make sure those all are vibing together too. And I want to say as well, if you start being a success partner with someone and you realize it's not working out, like their work ethic isn't as, the same as yours, they're not showing up for things, or like you just realize you're like way on different paths than you thought, it's totally okay to like walk away from that success partnership. You don't have to stop talking to them. You don't have to say we're not friends anymore. It's not like that. It's just more of like, I don't know if this is really working. And you just kind of like go your separate ways as far as working together like that. So that's totally fine too. Like, don't be afraid to, if it's really not working, it's totally okay to kind of change it up and see if there's somebody else out there. But I think that's why, like, if you know that, if you are getting the feeling that you are talking and working well together and you have the same goals, it's probably going to work out for the best. But again, it's totally okay if it doesn't work out and you guys go your separate ways. Also, like, yeah, I did say about the work ethic. I definitely think you want to find somebody who is going to show up and do the work like you do. You definitely don't want to be the one like pulling the weight, always doing everything. Like it's a partnership. So it's got to be 50-50. You got to both be doing the work and showing up and helping each other, and whatnot. So definitely realize that too. And make sure you're pulling your weight too. We don't have that problem. We really don't. We really feed off of each other. Thanks for hopping on, Vanessa. Good luck with your call. So yeah, so don't, and one thing I do want to say too is don't compare yourself to each other. It's not a comparison game. If Jessica has a better month with more new coaches, I mean, actually, she blew me out of the water recently with her the club points, excuse me, and her like more new coach signups. I didn't feel threatened by that. I wasn't upset. I was so happy for her. I was so excited for her, and it also just made me want to level up more and work just as hard as her. So don't compare yourself to each other. And I would say if there is someone that if you're already comparing yourself to them, then you probably shouldn't partner with them anyways. But also do some mindset work and personal development work on that, because you shouldn't be comparing yourself to any other coach's journeys at all, because we're all different and we're all on different paths. And lastly, I just want to say, like, literally, you guys, this is something that I think every single person needs, and I think every single person can benefit from, because yes, you have your upline, and if I am your upline, I am so pumped to celebrate everything and anything with you and partner with you guys. I mean, we already run challenge groups and other think groups together, and I love that. But I also want you to find someone who can be your partner in this, and you can run together. And you really shouldn't be doing this alone. Like, no, this is Team Beachbody. We should be doing this together. We should be partnering with other people and working together with them, because it is just, especially because so much of it is virtual, I don't feel alone, because I'm literally talking to Jessica more than some of my friends. I'm like my friends, you are my friend. More than my like other friends,
I got you, girl. I got you.
You know what I mean?
I got you.
Sorry, that came out rough. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking to Jessica, like, literally more than in my old job, some of my coworkers, and I saw it every day at the office. We're constantly getting on one-on-one calls all the time, and we're catching up about life too. We don't just talk about business, we talk about life too, and we celebrate like cool things about our personal life as well. So I just think if you're feeling lonely, if you're feeling like you need an extra push, if you're just feeling stuck, this is the perfect way to get out of that feeling. And also, it's a great way to just get more connected with Team Beachbody and what our community has to offer. I feel like we are providing more for our coaches, more for our social media followers, just based, we're just happier. We're just happier. We're having way more fun.
It's just making it fun. And I really feel too, when you do start working with someone, that's like in a partnership or, your relationship or whatever it is. You always have someone that has a certain strength, right? And from those strengths, you pull from each other. So maybe someone isn't as good as one particular thing as the other one. Guess what? You guys get to pull together and help each other in those spots. Or if, you just, like I said, those pushes, guys, if she's this, oh, I just signed this. It's just like, oh, come on, let's go. But it's not a competition. It's just that push you need to keep wanting to do it, because it's a reminder on the goals that we have set for ourselves, because we do want to hit these goals. And if you have that constant teamwork together of doing and pushing, I'm telling you, it makes all the difference, and it makes it fun. Like, I get excited when I get to like, hey, it's just a quick message and we're constantly talking, or just constantly when something comes in our head or this or that. It really has changed everything. It's leveled up my business this year, in personal, in everything, and just everything. And I am so grateful that I felt like this was like that little missing piece that I needed, because I never had a success partner all of this time that I was a coach. I didn't. And those days I didn't want to show up, guess what? I didn't show up. Or, you know, I just did the vague things. When you have a partner, she's going to make sure you show up. So it's something to really give you that push and really just remember whatever that goal is, it's going to help push you to that goal. So definitely something that, you know, has changed, I think, for both of us. And hopefully you guys just, even with this, reach out. If you have someone in your mind that maybe you think that you would connect well with, you know, just do it. Like, do it. Talk to each other. Get on Zoom calls and talk to each other about your goals and what you guys need that extra push in, maybe that you feel like you kind of slack a little bit on, you know, and talk to each other. It really becomes, it's not just a business. It's a friendship that forms. Like, it's like, okay, when am I planning my trip to go and see you?
Right. We're so excited for Summit together. Yeah.
Yes. So it just, I don't know. It definitely changes up the vibe. And again, it makes it even more fun. So yeah, definitely game changer.
Yeah. And I almost feel like now it's like, I don't want to let Jessica down either, you know, like, even though like, we don't even talk about, I guess we've never even talked about like, not like letting each other down. We don't, but I'm just saying, like, it's an extra layer of accountability. It's an extra layer of like, I'm doing this because I want her to be successful too. So we literally run coach sneak peeks together. We're doing the coach mentorship together. So that's another thing. Like, you don't feel like you have to do everything alone. You could run challenge groups together with your success partner. You could literally do so many different things together. If you want, you could find someone who lives in the same state as you or in the same town as you or whatever, and become success partners. And then you could meet up all the time. Like, whatever it is that you feel like you need in a success partner, you can make it a reality. You can make it happen. And I just feel like on the days when I don't feel like it, I honestly will either talk to Jessica directly or I'll go to her stories and I'll be like, okay, you know, she's doing it. She's got all this. And usually I know that everything she has going on in her life too, because we talk so much that it's like, okay, I know that she's going through a lot right now, or she has a million things on her plate. What's my excuse? You know? So I just think everybody needs that extra layer of accountability. But also, of course, I do the same. Yeah. See, we use each other as motivation, you know? So I just think, you know, if you guys are feeling like you are just need that extra push, you're feeling stuck in your business, you got to find that success partner, and they will fuel you so much. And like I said, it will just be so much more fun. And you will see things start to move. Like you will just, the momentum that you get from each other and the how you thrive off of the partnership is just huge for you and your business. And I think too, it's like, we also like, I mean, so many people, once you start building a team and becoming a leader, if that's what you want, there are a lot of push groups and there are a lot of things that you can do. And we've been doing it together. Like we've been offered to be in push groups now that we're both diamonds and able to do that together. And then that's been cool because then it's like, oh, I know somebody else in here. And then now we can really push each other during that too. So just keep that in mind as well. And what did Megan say? I wanted to see that. Where did it go? Where's the chat?
Yes.
I saw a chat.
Yes.
What did she say?
It's like Team Cup, the rush of just that momentum. Yeah, 100%. And it's like always Team Cup, if you really think about it. It's like that constant push to keep you going. Because when you do hit Success Club early, when you do hit, like one of my goals is to hit Success Club before the 15th of the month. So I'm not stressing to hit Success Club at the end of the month. So that's like one of my goals that I set for myself. So I'm doing that. I know that that's hit. Then now I get to pour in more to my coaches, really try to focus in building them up. So little things like that and that momentum that just keeps you going it's everything. It really is. So I love that Team Cup all year long.
Yeah, no, it really is like that. And I feel like that's what was missing too. I felt like when we would do Team Cup things, what's that, only once or twice a year, or we do these like whatever, like momentum pushes or anything like that, I would be like killing it. And then I would like slow down. So now that I have Jessica as a success partner that I'm talking to every week, every day, all the time, you know, and you don't have to talk every day if you don't want, but we love to talk every day. So that's our thing. But literally it's like, okay, so I the momentum doesn't slow down. It doesn't slow down. And yes, there are some weeks, like last week, I'm not gonna lie, it was just a slow week for me. But this week I'm like coming out guns blazing and checking in with Jessica, letting her know that I'm getting it done. So it's the fact that, it's like Team Cup all year round. And honestly, I think that's what we need. If you are building a business, if you want to be successful, you do need that kind of accountability and support and whatnot to be able to keep the fuel on the fire, because you can't do it all yourself. Like you really can't do it all yourself. And it's harder. Why make it harder on yourself?
Yeah.
Why put
not
so much
to be by yourself?
Yeah. I mean, that's the beauty of this whole business. Like that's the best part about this, is that we are supposed to be helping each other and fueling each other and working together instead of by ourselves.
Yeah.
And again, and one thing we didn't even mention, I'm in Michigan and Jessica's in Florida. So we literally live thousands of miles away, and we always have lived in Michigan and Florida ever since we met. So we literally don't live anywhere near each other, and we only see each other once a year, but eventually that will change, because eventually I will just fly down whenever and see you, and say vice versa. But but you know what I mean? So that's another thing. Like we don't even live in the same state, you guys, and not even close to each other. So it's another thing about this business is so cool, and about social media, that you can connect on such a deep level with people without even being in the same state. So that's another thing. If they don't have to be in the same town or the same state. Again, it's totally up to you and how you want your success partner and partnership to be, you know, make it the way you need for the best support for you. And again, don't get discouraged if you can't find someone right away. But I think if you just start putting it out there, and especially if you are in our new coach mentorship, or if you're just, obviously all of you are on a team with more than one person on it, you just need to reach out to people directly. If you're really not getting any messages or anybody like responding to it, just reach out to people directly and see if they're ready to run for some goals, and if they're ready to partner up with you.
Yep. Perfect practice run on talking to people too. So, you know, because that's always a scary thing. I get it. I get it. But I think as you kind of start getting out of your shell and just kind of pushing past, it just gets easier and easier. Trust me, sending messages was like, like it was like the scariest thing ever. Like I was like, oh God, send. And I'd like put the phone down. Like it was just like one of those things. It was like the scariest thing. It was like, you know, it's like, I didn't die. I'm here. Okay, let me do it again. You know, so it's just getting that momentum and keeping it going. And you'll just get better with it and more comfortable. So this is a perfect little practice that you can do. And it's we're all coaches. So it's, you know, it's okay.
Yeah. And I think one thing that's cool is that we keep sharing with each other what's working for us, what's not working for us. So that really helps too, to have that bouncing ideas off each other, learning new things that each other picks up about, like, you know, maybe ways to contact new people or new ideas of social media posts or whatever. So that's always fun. And then also, another thing that we both realized in January when we decided to really team up was like, we both were not talking about the business enough, and we were not inviting to the business of coaching enough. And that was one thing that we both were like, okay, we got to push each other to do more of, we got to help each other do more of it. And that's another reason why our teams are growing and thriving and all that stuff, because we literally started stepping into that and being like, you are a leader, I am a leader, we got this, let's start talking about it more, talking to people more about it. And again, that's why things have started to happen, because we did it together. So do you guys have any questions?
Any questions like on where do you feel you need to, like, I mean, I don't know, anything on your mind.
Or even just like post in the chat that you're looking for a success partner, so that other people see it. Don't be afraid, you guys. We're not about fear anymore, okay? Team no fear. There's no place for fear here, okay? I want that to be like the theme of both of our teams.
Do it, Bessie. Don't be
afraid. Like,
getting a shirt.
You came on this call for a reason. If you didn't want a success partner, I don't think you would have gone on this call, and I think you would have left the call. So
yeah. And
Shelby,
think about it.
Yes, Shelby is ready for a success partner. I am so proud of you for, Kaylin saying she wants it too.
Oh God, it's like the price. It's like the price.
Yeah, do it messy.
So
yeah.
awesome.
Oh my gosh, I
It's
love
like
it.
a matchmaking show.
I know, right?
Yeah, seriously, you guys.
And you know what? That's perfect. That, again, just doing the private messages like, hey, so whatever. It's like dating. It's so funny.
Yeah, just to get to know each other first, like see how what you're both, what your goals are, what your interests are. Yeah, it is kind of like dating. It is. Think of it as like Tinder, but cooler.
Yeah, way cooler. So yeah, so I hope you guys got some good stuff out of it. We just wanted to share what's been working for us, what really has elevated us and got our momentum going this year. And it's just the beginning. Like, this is like touching surface. Like, this is like, we are, again, balls to the wall. Like, we're ready. Like, we said we wanted to do this. We're doing it. We have a vision. We have a mission. We know what we want, and it's just going for it. And again, having fun with it. I feel that is so important, because it's just like my workouts, how I go in it. I don't have to, I get to. Like, I get to maybe change someone's life. I get to maybe get someone, like, one message that maybe I was so scared to post could have touched and changed their whole entire day. And whether one person only reads that or one person gets anything from that, my mission is done. Like, I get to. So instead of saying, oh, I have to do my action hour, I get to do my action hour. I get to connect with amazing women. I get to do this. Like, this is something I get to do, and I love it. Like, it just fuels me up. I get excited. I love to put my music on right before I get my stuff done. I love my Sierra Level Up. I blast that. I get it on. I do it and get to work and just do the thing. Just do it. Like, have fun. Make it fun. Don't think of this as a chore, because it shouldn't be a chore. I mean, yes, it's work, but make it fun. Like, this is fun that we do.
Yeah.
So it feels like work. It really doesn't.
Yeah. And I think, I mean, honestly, speaking from my experience as a coach, I would say one of the top 2 reasons why I love this business and the biggest blessings have been the people, the friendships, the relationships. And if you just get involved with other coaches, you will feel the magnitude of that as well. Just opening yourself up to getting to know other coaches, showing up on calls, showing up at team events, you will make those connections and you'll be so grateful for it. I mean, honestly, I just feel like Jessica has become such a close friend. I am so blessed to have her in my life. I'm just so grateful for her. It's just like, I literally could get emotional.
No, I feel
it's just been, it's such a beautiful friendship that we have now. And I'm just so glad that we like let it happen by just getting to know each other and then, becoming closer together. So I feel like that's one of the best things about this business is the relationships with Jessica and other women on my team and other women in the network. I think if you follow any of the other successful coaches or anybody you admire in the business, you will notice how beautiful the friendships are with the other women. So I think that's just something that I never got at any of my corporate jobs. It's just such a deeper level of relationship. So I just think that's another beautiful part about a success partner too, is just how close of a friendship you can create and that bond and that support. So I think that was it. I'm trying to think of what else, but I just think that's the best part.
That was it.
What?
No, I think that was it. I was looking. Oh, Jen. No, it is, and I'm grateful that you guys were able to take the time to jump on this call and listen. And you just doing that is just one step that you guys are in this for the right reason. You guys want this. And remember that, like, remember those days. Remember, it's not always going to be a perfect day. Again, it's life. You know, there's some moms on here, some not, but it gets crazy. And me being a mom, I get it. Summer, it's crazy. So, you know, I was telling her, I was like, Ashley, like, I'm just giving myself grace. I mean, doing what I can do. We all have seasons, guys. There are seasons in our life that are going to be better than others. There are seasons in our life where we are going to feel like we got it, like we can freaking do anything. And then there's seasons where like, where's my keys? Like, what's happening? You know, so just go with it, but don't ever just give up because it gets hard. You know, like, shit's hard. Sorry. Life is hard.
It is.
But if you want it, you do it with anything. You just got to do it and show up for yourself. Because remember, the first person you've got to show up for is yourself. You got to fill your cup first and work on yourself first so that you can keep filling into everybody else's. And this is what this is about, you know? So just have fun with it. I'm so grateful for you guys for coming on. Got to see new faces and got to meet you guys. So yeah, it was awesome. And so Ashley, again, grateful for you and just this community of women and just being able to do this. So
yeah. And I think, you know what, like, if I give up on myself, I'm giving up on Jessica too. And like, I never want to do that. So that's another way that just, you know, I'm like, we're in this together. Yes, our businesses are both separate. But to me, the fact that now that we have been partnering together for 6 months, it's like solidified, like we are doing this together and we are both going to succeed together. So I'm not going to let her down. And also one more thing, there's so many things, but one more thing is like, we are dreaming so much bigger with our businesses because we are dreaming together. Like if I say one thing, that's going to make her dream bigger. If Jessica, if I'm like saying like, okay, let's say, I'll just give you an example. I want to be 5-star diamond by August or whatever. I'm just making this up, but if she goes, I want to be 5-star by next month. I'm going to be like, oh crap. I gotta change my goal to match hers, you know? So it does make you dream so much bigger when you have somebody else dreaming with you and they understand the possibilities because they're in the business too. Like, obviously I love dreaming with my husband and I love telling him about these things and he's always encouraging me too, but like, he's not in the trenches with me. Jessica is, and she gets it. And we like are both, you know, dreaming together. So one last thing.
Okay. Not sleeping.
But yeah, I hope you guys found this helpful. I hope it inspired you. I would love it if any of you partner up with anybody to like let us know.
Yeah.
Let me and Jessica know, but also let your teams know. And I mean, that will just it's a ripple effect, you guys. Once somebody does something, another person does it, and like it just like infects in a good way. It spreads the positivity and the motivation to each other. So, I'm excited to see who partners up with who and who starts working with a success partner. I'm so excited for you guys because it's a huge game changer and it's really fun.
And if you do have questions, you guys don't hesitate to message us. If you want to message us separate or whatever, please, that's what we're here for. So message away if you need anything. But I'm grateful that I got to hop on here with you guys tonight and just taking the time to do it. It really means a lot. So thank you guys for hopping on.
Yes, thank you for being here. And I always say, like, whoever shows up on these calls is serious and is committed, and it shows because you're here tonight. So I hope you guys had a great night. I hope you thought this was helpful and took some things away from this. And like Jessica said, don't hesitate to reach out to us, ask us any questions. But if anybody has anything else, otherwise we'll close it out.
I think we're good.
All right.
All right, ladies.
Have a great night, ladies. And you know what? It's a new week. It's Monday. Obviously, Monday's almost over, but you have plenty of time left to change some lives this week and crush it. So go for it, girl. You got this.
Wednesday. Let's do it.
You got this.
All right.
Bye, ladies.
Bye, ladies.